So I've been involved in this copper play for some time. And in the last year and 3 months, we've gone from, say the low twos. We're now into the mid high fours. And no one's ever seen this price. You've got two of the biggest copper producers, Peru and Chile. They're talking about imposing special taxes on profits. You just wonder what's around the corner. Once in a while, a commodity gets re-rated, as we saw oil get re-rated in the 70s. I lived through that. And oil went, gasoline went from whatever to whatever, had a big move. We may be seeing that in the copper complex. They say you can't transfer energy and without copper, and we have had nothing's coming on stream. It could get wild. I think it's going to $7, $8, $9 a pound very quickly. That's just a humble viewpoint. Someone said a lot of the users of copper use this just-in-time inventory. So the inventories are low, and all of a sudden you got this push by all the world powers to electrify. And again, you can't transfer energy without copper. It seems so stupid, but what if, I don't know enough about the actual supply demand, but it's acting like it's going up. It just went through the all-time high like a shit through a goose, excuse my French. Crown Mining, which is now U.S. Copper. What a great name. Right on the Nevada-California border. It was drilled 70 years ago by a big mining company. It's really, no one's looking at that. Well, more people are starting to look at this, but there's a deposit there. There's silver there. There's gold there. What? When you start to hear about countries starting to expropriate mining companies from North American entities, you say to yourself, where would you rather have your deposit? Canada, United States, or would you rather have it in Chile or Peru, or some of these jurisdictions that are in Africa that are quite hostile? So this company is sitting here poised, in my mind. It's got a deposit. I mean, we're talking a several $billion-pound deposit of copper, and the price is doubled, and the leverage is so. Anyway, I don't want to sound like I'm promoting if you believe in copper, I think deposits in North America will get recognized and re-rated, and we're seeing that. So we have three deposits on this property, and one of them, I believe that's called the Moonlight deposit. When copper's at $4, and remember, they've done studies on this already, so we're not making this up. There's a deposit, it's a 43-101, albeit historical. There's a PEA. At $4 copper, one deposit, and this is $4 copper, not $4.70 copper. One deposit has a net present value of $800 million. That's discounted back. A lot of people probably don't know the intricacies of net present value and what it all means, but it basically says, hey, you build a mine and you can sell your copper at $4, and you can do it for what we think the life of the project is. You're going to net back $800 million. That works out to, $7 a share. That's one deposit. What if copper goes to $6? These things, these valuations are exponential. A lot of this stuff just falls to the bottom line. Look, we're seeing some stuff here. copper is the new oil. Well, I think a lot of it has to do with demographics. There's a lot of mystery in the market. New trends, new industries. This catches the imagination of a speculator. So I think there's a lot that's a lot of it. Like a lot of older people will not accept crypto, and yet crypto, when all the old people are dead, that'll just be the young people. You know what I mean? It's just an ongoing battle for sort of who's going to control what. It's fascinating, and they've printed so much money. Somebody said if you put $1,000 into Ethereum when it started trading 10 years ago, or whenever it started trading, and I don't know. They say it's now worth $10 million. That's mind-boggling. Like, think about. Anyway, 30 cents to $3,500. I'm dabbling in this and that. There's a helium play that I'm looking at, Royal Helium. I didn't even, 3 months ago, I wouldn't have known that you could actually drill for helium, but apparently you can. And it exists in caverns, and if you can find helium, you go to the bank. Well, it's not done much because a bunch of free trading stock has come due, but they're going to get a report from a very, very highly respected engineering firm, Sproul and Associates, and that report. Ticker is RHC. That report, is a very big deal. They've hit a big set. They've drilled a couple of wells and they were successful, and now they're awaiting this report from Sproul, and that report indicates what they already think they know. It's going to probably re-rate the company in a pretty big way. Once these commodities start to rise, okay, and commodities mean they get consumed, right? Every commodity gets consumed, I guess. And when they start to rise, the average guy is getting squeezed. And if you start squeezing too many of the average guy, it's not good. So I'm not saying today, but we're starting to see some shock waves throughout the world. I'll say it again. Jeff Bezos, Buffett, and Zuckerberg have the same wealth as the bottom half of the United States population. 3 guys, 190 million people. And if you look at the world, that discrepancy gets magnified. So it's not a good recipe for harmony and well-being. You just wonder. Look, there's so much debt. If these rates, now they have backed off a little. Yeah, so I'm watching. Commodity prices generally mean trouble down the road. High, if they start raising them, like if rates, I don't know. Maybe we got a long way to go. We'll see.